Hello, everyone. It's Jennifer Williams, host of LUXE Life. We had such a good time pre-interview, and I'm going to let my guest interview, like, they're just going to introduce themselves.
What's the name of this show? What is the name of it?
LUXE Life.
LUXE Life?
LUXE Life. LUXE LIFE.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know what the heck I was on. So.
Yeah.
I just agreed to you at a bar that I would do this. So here we are. All right.
Actually, it was a Women's Council of Realtors.
Oh, that's what it we were in a bar at an event.
Yes, we were in a bar at an event, and you said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So here we are, and like you said,
and 10 Miller Lights later, here I
am. Well, thank you for showing up, because this is going to be a good one. I have a sneaking suspicion, that's for sure. So introduce yourself. Let's hear.
Well, I'm Todd Probasco, and I am with Lakeside Bank, VP of Mortgage Lending. I know mortgages are so exciting. I don't know if we're going to talk about that. But I'm a big fan of the organization that Jennifer just mentioned, the Women's Council of Realtors. Does an amazing job on promoting women and men, too, on empowering themselves and being better in real estate. So I was happy to be a part of it. I've been a past sponsor, and it's kind of how we met. But I know it's boring, but what I do is mortgages, help people with buying and refining and doing loans all over the country, really. Based in Chicago, and I lend in all 50 states. That's what I do.
Oh, very nice. And you know what? It's only boring if we make it boring, and I don't think we're going to make it boring, because
we
just had 20 minutes of.
How long are we on for?
As long as we want.
I thought I heard you say 20 minutes. I'm like, are you kidding me? We better find some material.
We launched early, just a pre-interview here to make sure we all had everything going, and yeah, we're good.
You don't even know where I work. No,
actually, yes, I do.
Oh, that's right. I just told you. All right.
Yes, and you know what? And lending can be boring. Some people won't tune in because of it. Oh my gosh, it's so dry. And why would I want to listen to two people go on about mortgages? And lending.
Exactly. So I agree.
Open her up. What else can we talk about?
What did you're in real estate. What did you do before real estate?
Owned a construction company.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Yeah. Actually, it was exciting. I did enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Now I'm here we are. I've got a podcast, just launched a boutique. You can shop through my Instagram page, LUXE Life by Jennifer Williams. So if you want to own a piece of the lifestyle, here you are. You can go right ahead and
here at LUXE Life.
LUXE Life.
You got it all going on.
I got it all going on. It's about come as you are, and luxury is defined by you, right? What you feel is something that is satisfying to you, luxurious to you, might be different to me. Vice versa. So
everybody's luxe is different.
Yep. Yes. Everybody's level of luxe is different.
I'm gonna run with that one. What's your luxe? How's your luxe?
It all depends on what we're talking.
I don't know if they're gonna know what the heck I'm talking about, but I'll ask them.
Well, my luxe is a bottle of Justin Cabernet Sauvignon, just so you know.
That sounds bougie. Mine's a 12-pack of Miller Lite. I haven't changed much, so.
You like Miller Lite? I'm on the Mick Ultra scan, the Mick Ultra Spectrum, and the Kettle Vodka. But I think we
got product placement there, Miller. If you're listening, I'm a loyal fan. I have been since I was probably before legal drinking age. You should have a rewards program. I probably would have won a trip around the world by now, but. Product placement, Miller Lite. There you go.
We need to, okay. So Miller Lite, then if we can, we're going to make sure we tag them in all of this to say,
yeah, right, I would. You should, because guess what? They might pick this up. So.
They might pick this up because actually, as we were talking beforehand, we have a great dynamic. Just in meeting in a few minutes, here we are.
Yeah, there we are.
We've got great chemistry. So what, lending, mortgages, fun. What's your background? What got you into what got you to here?
So my background is in marketing. So my first real job, I guess, was I sold print at the Chicago Sun-Times. I sold newspaper ads. I loved it. It was cool, but newspaper was kind of starting to wind down. which is
Sure.
kind of a shame. Getting a newspaper every day I thought was cool. And, whether you read it on the train or in your kitchen table or whatever, it seemed like everybody used to read a newspaper, but that was winding down. And I got recruited to go to a radio station about going to go to work there. And I was like, oh, radio's cool. And for those of you who are from Chicago and probably remember, I worked at the Loop at AM 1000,
Love the loop.
which, oh my God, it was amazing.
It
I
was.
think it was the greatest radio station ever. And the talent we had and the people and the staff,
Yeah.
it was absolutely amazing. And I learned a lot there about advertising and marketing and events and co-branding and all that helps generate sales and sell product and build awareness. But the powers to be sold the station for $1 gazillion, and I needed a gig, so got into the mortgage business, and here we are 20 plus years later.
That's
But
amazing.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. But I had a great background in radio, and mortgage lending has been awesome. I work for a great company. I'm blessed at that. Lakeside Bank is amazing towards people and what it stands for.
That's good to hear.
And
It does.
yeah, and I still get a charge out of helping people get a house and closing a deal.
Sure.
But I use a lot of what I learned back at the Loop on helping people, whether it be real estate people or builders or other people, build their brand, to try to do more business and then try to work on the client together. So it kind of goes together a little bit.
It does. It does.
Because you can know everything about mortgages, but if you don't know how to market and grow business, it really doesn't matter. If you don't have a client, I don't care if you're a genius on guidelines and work on a calculator, it doesn't matter because you got to have a customer. And I try to help people I work with generate business, help them get leads, and kind of works out. That's what I do. So
That's awesome. That's the thing. You're not the typical average lender, banker,
what do you mean by that?
provider.
Why am I not typical?
Well, think of it a little more dry. You're not. You have such a you have your background essentially is in marketing and promotion, which then helps you help your people. That's what helped you to drive your business when you worked at the Loop, when you worked in radio.
Yeah.
So it helps also, I think it would also bring a different perspective than somebody who didn't have that background. Then didn't, because you can still hear the passion in your voice for what you did and then what you do. So they tie.
All right, we're going to be right back after this commercial break from Miller Lite. Less filling, tastes great. All right, we're back to LUXE Life.
Well, you know what? I should go. It's next time we're going to record at a different hour. We can both have the bottles of Miller Lite.
That would be definitely product placement.
Okay.
Actually, you wouldn't even have to say it. You just drink it.
Show it. Yes. Next,
like the Big Lebowski. He would just drop a Miller Lite while he's bowling. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, outstanding.
Yeah,
we'll slide one in.
We will be tagging Miller Lite, and then we can ask them if they will give us some product, and then we can record it at a
Lakeside Bank.
Yeah, Lakeside Bank. We'll start recording it at a later time, so we can both have. I don't know. We'll come up with a title to our episode.
It'll be the happy hour with LUXE Life.
Yeah, exactly. That's
whatever your LUXE is, we'll find it.
Hey, you better believe we will.
Everyone has a different LUXE.
Everybody has a different LUXE.
That's right. I heard somebody told me that.
A very smart woman once told you that. Well, my jaws are already hurting.
So do you want to talk about yourself, or don't you do that on these?
I really don't much. Go my social media. I mean, I really don't have anybody interview me. I mean,
I was gonna say, does anybody ever interview you? You're always asking all the questions.
I've only done a couple of interviews through other podcasts.
There's probably people right now that want to know what you do and what you're about. They really don't care about me right now. They know, God, he sells mortgages. Who cares?
The day that Jen's guest flipped the script on her.
All right.
That's the episode. This is the episode.
So what do you do, in case somebody's wondering?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Um, I'm a realtor. I
All
am
right.
the Ways and Means for Women's Council of Realtors of Chicago.
Nice.
Also, an events on the events committee for Logan Square Preservation.
For
At
what?
Logan Square
Oh,
Preservation.
that's a
So
nice area.
it is. I am the representative for the near north side and Logan Square for the 77 through the Chicago Association of Realtors. So it keeps clicking down. I
That,
have a lot going on.
yeah. I was,
And the
yeah.
podcast,
And a
uh,
podcast.
and the
Yeah.
social media, and now the little shop.
The question is, what doesn't she do? Not what does she do?
Yeah, kind of it is. What doesn't she do? I
But
am
your main source of income and what you do is you sell real estate
real estate. Is sell real estate. My
in
office
and around Chicago.
in and around Chicago. I've also brought people to Florida. I've represented
Nice.
through other, whether it's referral, people have gone to Florida. People bring me different properties to pitch out to my SOI and all of my people all over the world.
What is SOI?
Sphere of influence.
Oh my God.
So all my
Amazing.
contacts.
Wow.
To see if
Yeah.
he's interested in purchasing it.
Yeah.
That gets them to a bigger base. But yeah,
Florida is geographically desirable the next 4 months. I mean,
when the next few
for those who are listening, we're recording this the week of Christmas. So
yes,
I'm a big Florida fan from now till April.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
Yeah, for those of you who know, I agreed to do this the week of Christmas. So I don't know what the hell I signed up for, but here I am with LUXE Life and Jennifer the week of Christmas. Obviously, there's not a lot of mortgages going on right now.
or you just really found me that entertaining and said,
No,
hey,
yeah.
I want to put everything, block out some time here,
Who could say no to this?
Who could
I mean,
say
come
no
on.
to this? I mean, come on.
Jesus.
We should be there's an open house for Alana, another project that's in Miami. So we should be there on we should
That's
be
where the interview should be
in
taking
Miami.
place. We should be on the deck with a Miller Lite doing the interview there. Miller Lite again.
Miller Lite.
Ding. Miller, did you hear that? Ding.
Well, we're gonna have to count and see how many times between the two of us we say Miller Lite.
Hashtag Miller. Ding.
Literally. Hashtag. What is their Instagram handle actually? This whole episode is going to be about Miller Lite.
No, I'm wondering if a case of Miller Lite shows up here at Lakeside Bank next week.
Well, in case they're looking for where to send it to, they can either send it to your location or mine. My location is at 676 North Michigan Avenue, Suite 3010, Chicago, Illinois 60611.
And right down the street from where the Loop was at the Hancock at 875 North Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we don't want it to go to the Hancock. We want it to come either my office or
correct. Yeah, there is no more Loop. Send it to LUXE Life or like Lakeside Bank.
Yes, one of the two. Put our names on it, and they will be sure to get it to us.
So you sell real estate. That's awesome. I sell mortgages. We're doing podcasts.
It's a win-win.
I can't wait to see how many people watch or comment on this.
Yeah, watch, listen, comment. It's actually different than, but each one of my episodes is picking up greater and greater. We're getting more. I think too, I'm getting more comfortable with doing it as well and asking questions.
You're doing good. What's going on in real estate?
What's going on in real estate? No, not much right now. I mean, there still is movement, but I mean, we've got an impending.
That's why I'm doing podcasts.
That's why I'm doing podcasts. We've got about 8,000 inches of snow that are coming. So yeah. Right now it's not much, but there is activity. I do have people that are talking into the next year. Pre-listings are coming. They want to make it through the holidays. Right. It totally makes sense. I think we're going to have I think myself, you might feel differently. I think we're going to have a decent first half.
I do too. A little stabilization, right, on interest rates.
Yep.
If you real estate professionals can get some more inventory out there, we got plenty of money to lend.
So for anybody that's listening that's on the fence, that's the key to get off the fence.
Yeah. If you're thinking about selling, call her.
Yeah.
And when you're ready to buy, call me.
Yep. Yes, and then or call one of us and we'll put everything together and we'll wrap it up with a little bow, give it to you a nice package, boom, boom, done. And you're gonna have a great time doing it too.
And we'll bring you a 12-pack of Miller Lite ding at the closing. I think we're up to about 9 plugs right now for Miller.
I'm gonna go back and look to see how many times we reference Miller Lite, and
You have to put that in the footnotes.
I'm going to put that in the footnotes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure that it's out there that Miller Lite was really heavily spoken on our podcast episode.
This is the first time I've been interviewed on Zoom. I don't know if I ever get invited back again.
Oh, I think it's great. This is fun.
You do? Really?
You know what I like different? I like that's why we don't script it. Because you and I having a conversation. And where did it start out at? It started out in real estate and lending, and then you flipped the script on me and said, well, what about you? And then we're flipping the script and we keep going. It shows our personalities.
I can't wait to hear the comments from your listeners or viewers. They're going to be like, never again. I'm not coming back here. Or, who the hell was that guy? Where'd you find him?
Nuts.
I found him in a bar downtown in a women's real estate thing. I'm not the demo. If you haven't figured out, I'm not Women's Council Realtor. Look at this. I'm not the typical person, but I go and I'm a supporting cast member, I guess.
It's without your support, we could not, and your continued support, we could not do what we do. And just to your point, it's not all about women.
No.
There was
a few other guys there.
Yeah.
There was about 3 of us out of 200. I felt like I was at a sorority reunion. I was like, again, what the hell am I doing here? No, I'm just kidding.
You're supporting an amazing group of women and men, and
they tell me that all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, we are amazing.
You are. There's a lot of great people in your group that do real estate and law and title work around Chicago. You have an awesome group of people. So plug for WCR, Women's Council Realtors in Chicago. Ding. I know some of them will watch this. You guys are awesome.
Oh, they definitely.
I'm just teasing. Love the group. A lot of great people. A lot of great ladies. So
they're amazing, and all different backgrounds.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, from the north side to a bougie condo downtown to somebody selling a little shack out somewhere.
Yeah,
you have a little bit of everything. So
we cover it all.
You do.
And that's even my sphere as well. I mean, even though my office is in the city on the Gold Coast.
Your SOI.
My SOI. I am out I live in the suburbs. I live in Mokina, but I cover. I was all the way down.
Jesus left his sandals.
Well, I've been to Dwight, and that's where we found him.
Well, not yet. He's going to be born in a couple more nights, so he hasn't left his sandals.
Well, we're gonna go look over there because they're down.
Don't forget, it's a week of Christmas, folks. I'm doing this LUXE Life interview.
They're going to go back because a lot of my guests and people that will come to me and ask me on my show, because we talked about it, and I'm like, hey, why don't you come on my show? Yeah, great. Most people ask me to come on my show. I asked you.
Right. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe people are like, who the hell are these two? What are they talking about? Why don't we spur the moment? What's the funniest thing that happened to you while working in real estate? I got to think of mine.
Oh, I got to think of mine. The funniest thing that's happened to me, I mean, I've had unfortunate things, but the funniest thing that's happened to me in real estate, I would have to say, I have my clients going into the home, or we got our clearance, everything, we're good to go. House is empty, nobody's home. We walk in, we're in the kitchen, my clients and myself. The husband was in the shower.
The seller was taking a shower while you brought people in to show it?
Yes.
Did you show him that bathroom and that shower while he was in it? Kind of like Elf, it'd be like the movie Elf. You're sitting on the sink, you start singing while he's in the shower. Then he pulls the curtain. What are you doing in here?
I was just like, oh my God. He's like, oh my God, nobody told me. I told, and I'm like, how did your wife, your kids, nobody else is here.
Weird. So what happened? Hopefully he got out of the shower, got dressed and left.
He did. He did. He got, and
Okay.
I said, well, we'll show the rest of the house because I wasn't leaving. I had my time slot. I didn't care.
No, you're showing this house. You're
I'm
a
showing the
realtor. You're in
house.
sales. I don't care if this guy's naked up in the bathroom. We're going to show this house right now.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't interest me. Go. I have work to do.
All right. I got a job. I got to sell this house. Get your clothes on.
Hey,
Come
chop
on,
chop.
dude.
You
Dude.
want a towel? Here you
Don't
go.
even use a towel. Just get dressed even though you're wet. Get out. Leave.
I'll be done in 20 minutes. I'll let
And
you
then
know.
come back and dry off. You might have an offer.
You dry it off. I don't care.
Right, right.
Your house is mine for 20 minutes because I got
Right.
it with my
And
client.
if you leave, I might sell it. Get out of here.
That's probably the funniest thing. How about you?
I had a few. One was it was Good Friday. I'll never forget it. And the banks are shutting down like at 3:00 because it's Good Friday. And I don't go to closings that often, but of course I go to this one. And I'm sitting there at the title company, and these young people are all excited. They're getting their new house. They're going to have an Easter party. They even point out the window. See, Todd, there's the moving van. It's got all of our stuff in it. We're going to go right from here to the house. And I'm like, how exciting. And I'm sitting there, and they sign everything. And the title lady leans over just to me and says, God, there's no wire. And for those of you who don't know, that means there's no money there from the bank for the mortgage.
No money, no closing. It's a
And
drug.
I go, no, we sent it this morning. Not here. It was my previous company.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, not Lakeside Bank. Ding, Lakeside Bank, another plug. And I said, check again. And she checks and she says she has no wire. Now, these people are dancing around. They got their kids. They're doing Easter things, and the guy out in the moving van is waiting. And I said, well, I better check on that. Now it's 3:30, and the Fed has closed, so you can't transfer money. Once you get to a certain amount of money, it has to go through the Fed for clearance between the bank and the title company. So I get a hold of the closing department, and they're like, yeah, we sent the wire this morning at 10 a.m. to XYZ Title Company. And I go, you're kidding me. And she goes, no, why? And I go, because like I'm at ABC Title Company. She goes, oh, no, I sent it to the wrong company.
Oh my God.
So me having to tell these people that wasn't really that funny, but I ended up putting them up in a hotel room till they still had Easter. It wasn't really fun. I have a better one that's not funny, but that one I put them up in a hotel room, but they didn't fund until Monday. But
yeah, dry closing over the weekend. Yeah,
here is a funny true story. So I walked into a closing once.
it's almost like I walked into a bar.
Right. And the two lawyers are out in the hallway waiting for me because I was going to that one. And the one lawyer says, we got a problem. And I said, what's that? And he says, your client has an issue on final loan approval. She has a debt to income issue. For those who don't know, debt to income is how much are your bills compared to your income, and do you qualify? And I said, well, that's odd. She was fine just up until yesterday. Well, for people who don't know, every lender is going to pull your credit the day before the closing to make sure there's no issues. Well, she had gone out and charged up a bunch of stuff, thinking that nobody would check that.
He's done. Yeah.
And she was kind of close or tight to begin with. And now that she went and charged some things, she was over the limit. So the closer got a hold of the title company, who told the lawyer that, you know, the best way is to pay this one bill off, and then your debt to income will be within the ratio and we can move forward. Well, that thing that she charged up was Victoria's Secret. So the lawyer says to me, it's your issue. You're going to tell her, because I don't feel comfortable telling her that. And I go, well, wait a minute, back up. Back up a minute. I go, wait a minute. It's both of our clients, but I get what you're saying. I'll take care of it. And so I asked her to come out in the hallway, and it was kind of uncomfortable for me to say, hey, I know you probably got some nice stuff at Victoria's Secret, but you're gonna you're gonna have to go to the bank and get another cashier's check, and we're gonna pay Victoria's Secret off here at the closing.
Yeah.
So I came back, pulled the lawyer to the side, and I said, yeah, I talked to her. She's gonna run to the bank, get another cashier's check. We'll pay Victoria's Secret off at the closing, and everything will be fine. And he goes, how much was that bill? And I go, I think it was almost like a little over $500, $600. He goes, holy crap. He goes, she must have some amazing underwear. And that's when I absolutely lost it. I'm like, I went from stress to laughing that she's getting a new house, but she must have some amazing underwear. Thank God we were able to do both. So,
Well, and Victoria's Secret is not definitely not cheap.
and I'm sure it's not, but there's a funny true story of a real estate career.
So that's what, we always say that. Don't go buy you might be excited about the house and you want to go buy your furniture that you're going to put in the house. You want to go buy a new car. You're on this like little endorphin fueled thing.
You're
And
going to live a Lux life.
you're going to live a Lux life, but you can live that Lux life after closing.
After the closing.
After the closing.
Don't Lux it up until we're closed.
Until after closing. Then
there's a line for you. You can say that. Lux it up.
I'm gonna have to, yeah, I could put that on one of my another t-shirt.
There you go. Oh, you have t-shirts too? Jeez.
I have
you got a podcast, a video show, t-shirts. You got everything.
I have t-shirts, notebooks, tote bags.
Oh my God.
Either Lux Life, it's got the Lux Life logo, or it's
this is big time.
Hey, go big or go home, Todd.
Brandmeier had nothing on you. Good God.
Poor Brandmeier.
Another plug for the loop. Ding. I miss that. I miss that radio station. Not only working there, but I miss listening to it. It was.
I think Chicago misses it. To be honest with you,
I agree.
The Loop. I mean, I was always a fan of the Loop and Q101, and because the Loop was in Chicago.
It was.
I mean, it
was all Chicago, all local, live now.
But you got the grit, and you got some people, if you don't understand the city and you don't understand the suburbs and how Chicago is, it's grit and it's tough, but it's compassionate.
Maybe we could turn this into the next Loop.
Hey, we might as well. What the heck? We could.
LUXE Life goes big time. 591 Rock, 59 Roll. Get a hold of Jennifer. 10th caller could be a winner for a 12-pack of Miller Lite. Ding.
It doesn't
brought to you by Miller.
It's my podcast. I can do whatever I want with it. That's what I love.
Whatever the heck you want.
Let's see. How do we wait? Hold on. We're spawning ideas here.
She can't even keep up with them. She's running out of ink on her notepad.
I'm gonna have to flip over my Coldwell Banker Global Luxury notepad is starting to get full.
I'm just hoping Zoom doesn't preview or edit this thing. They're gonna knock us off the air.
No, they don't.
Does Zoom censor people? I know Twitter does.
No, it's all recorded in with it's all under my license.
We have a new guy running Twitter yet? There ought to be.
I still do have my Twitter, but yeah, I don't post that much.
They censor people. We don't like censoring. We like freedom of speech, don't we, Jennifer?
We like freedom of speech. I think we all should have that freedom, and if we do not, that's a problem because
I agree.
Will erode.
So I guess here on LUXE Life, you can say anything you want.
I can.
It could be like, you're the female version of Howard Stern. You could be that.
Well, I haven't.
Jesus, ratings would go up. My God. It's LUXE Life. You need more than t-shirts. You're going to have billboards. You're going to have all kinds of stuff going on.
Could you imagine? Hell, I would change the name, but I really
billboards, apparel. You'd have your own Apple Watch with the logo on there.
Actually, I put my logo on my watch.
Oh, shocking. See, she's already got it.
So when you see my watch, my
LUXE Life is bigger than life. No pun intended.
LUXE Life is right on my logo.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere
you turn. It's luxing it up.
It's everywhere you want to be, and but it's about building a brand. And then too, when people listen, they're either gonna connect with us and want to work with us or
For
not.
those of you listening to this crazy thing, remember it's the week of Christmas and I'm doing this. What the hell am I doing? I'm here on LUXE Life.
You're
I
here
should be
recording this with
I
me.
should be at a bar with friends right now because there's nobody getting a mortgage. And I'm doing LUXE Life. This thing is big. Jeez.
Yeah, and I asked you to come on here, so
Yeah. Jeez. Evidently nobody else was around.
actually, I do have other people that are on the schedule.
God, well, a lot of people are out of town. Are you free the week of Christmas? I got to record one every week. I got all year, but are you available 2 days before Christmas? I have a time slot available. No kidding. Sure you do. Doesn't ask me in March or April. What are you doing 2 days before Christmas?
Well, we're gonna have you come back again. We
Yeah.
talked about that having a
And
real.
Todd, we'll have you the day before Thanksgiving next year.
We're gonna have to. I like the happy hour with Lux Light. This might be a good one. We could have
There you
to.
go.
I do have a Wisdom Social Audio as a
You have a what?
Wisdom Social
Wisdom.
Audio.
What's
So it's like
wisdom audio?
radio.
What?
It's like radio. So you have like your own radio, have your own channel, you have your own station
You're
on
kidding.
this app.
Why
So
don't we could start a new loop on that.
I think we should start something on that because in that way it's live.
All right.
It does. If people call in, people have
For
response.
those of you listening, this is the first announcement. Stay tuned. We
Stay
might be
tuned
live. You're
because
not in your car with nothing to do listening to LUXE Life with Jennifer and I. You'll
yeah,
actually be able to go live with us.
yeah. I like re-listening to it in my Cadillac Escalade because in that way
Oh, there's another plug. Cadillac. She's trying to get a new free car. Cadillac. Did you hear that?
We need a new Cadillac. We need a new Escalade around here.
LUXE Life has to drive a Cadillac. It's LUXE. I guess my Honda don't make the cut here on LUXE.
Well, you can plug Honda if you'd like.
I just did.
That's my mobile office. I love that truck.
There you go. All right. Mobile office.
It is. It has everything I need in it. I need to be a prepared real estate agent.
I can tell you are prepared. There's no doubt.
I've got
There's a lot going on here at LUXE Life.
There's a lot going on. I've got my laptops, my printers, my paper.
Well, don't tell them everything. We want them to listen again. If you give it all right now, then nobody's going to tune back in.
Yeah, so, they're going to tune back in. We're entertaining.
Next episode, learn more about what's going on at LUXE Life. Stay tuned. You got to put a teaser out so they come back. Like right now, they're about to shut us off. Come back. You learn.
Yeah,
you heard today there's an Apple Watch with LUXE Life. There's more, but you got to come to the next episode.
Yeah, and actually, we should do giveaways. I would do giveaways
on
social media. I haven't done that in a while, and
if we do the live thing, which I like that idea, we could have callers. The 10th caller at 591 Rock 591 roll. I'll see if I can get that number again.
I was gonna say, who has that number?
I don't know. I'm going to call it when we get done here, see who answers. That's where I used to work. Now, if somebody answers it and says the loop, I'm going to fall off my chair. Hi, you've reached the loop, 97.9 FM. Can I help you?
Oh,
Jonathan Brandmeyer, please. He no longer works here, but Todd Probasco will sell you an ad.
That was a sad day. I mean, I remember when they were announcing they were switching. I was like, what?
You think you were upset? What about me?
Oh, you were devastated. I'm sure. I mean, and it was so Chicago centric. It was. I mean, that's like the heart.
It was amazing. It was an amazing place.
Yeah.
It's wild. There's a band now, and I got to go find them. They're probably on Facebook, or LUXE Life can find them. There's a band called the Loop Rockers. Okay, so we're gonna have to look that up for our next episode.
Yeah.
But the Loop Rockers have a rock band, and they're going around Chicago, and they actually sell apparel like you do, and they've got a play on our old logo that we had at the Loop. If you remember the Loop?
Yeah, we have a banner downstairs in the bar area that has one of the old Loop banners.
Yeah. So this band, I saw them one night, and my daughter goes up to the stage and says, "Hey, my dad used to work at the Loop." And I was wondering when I walked in, I'm like, who the heck are these people? The Loop Rockers with a band. Well, he gets off the stage and comes across to talk to me because he found out that I worked at the Loop. And I said, "Tell me, dude, what's the deal?" He goes, "We just love the radio station. We were big fans.
Yeah.
That's the name of our band, the Loop Rockers." I'm like, God, it never ends. It just keeps going. So
It just keeps going. I have to look it up and see and
we'll
ask.
have to see if they're around. I think they're from Chicago. What they're doing, where they're playing, I don't know. But
Oh, I've got a friend. Actually, we've got a friend, Tim Virgin. I will have somebody ask, see if he knows he can track him down.
yeah,
Would be, I bet he could. He's at 94.7. But I bet
well, this has been fun.
this has been a good time. This now I've got, like I said, I'm running out of ink and my pen and my
This is where she says, "Todd, it's been nice having you. We're out of time now."
we're not out of time. I'm like my brain is
I think we're out of time. We've stretched it. So
we stretched it too long here. We get too
see, we
far.
don't even take commercial breaks where we can reload. I mean,
Well, we're gonna have to work on that because we're gonna have to get Miller to sponsor so we can take our commercial breaks.
yeah. Or TP the mortgage guy. That's my hashtag. It
TP.
never caught on, but I started it, so I'm still waiting for people to pick up on it. Just kidding. I don't know if it'll ever pick up, but it's out there.
That's your hashtag. All right, well, we're gonna hashtag you.
Yeah.
Are you on social media?
I think I got 3 or 4 followers now. So
Oh, we'll try and drive some
you
more.
could be the 5th. So I just went up 20% in my followers if you like it. So
That sounds good. Well, we're gonna wrap up. Todd, how does so outside of marketing and all the fun we're having, how does somebody get a hold of you to say, you know what, I like this guy. I love the Loop. I want this guy to do my mortgages. I talk to him about lending. How do they get a hold of you?
yeah, they can just call me 708-205-2983. Are you going to put that in the footnotes?
Yes.
Yeah, 708-205-2983. And again, it's Todd Probasco at Lakeside Bank.
Yeah, all of that's going to be in there as well, so they can contact you directly, and then we'll flow through, carry on through our stuff. It's been great having you. Stick around.
Jennifer, I thank you for inviting me. It's been a joy and a pleasure. And I think you're onto something here with this LUXE Life.
I think we're onto something here. Stick around. We'll wrap up our recording, and I want to chat with you a little further about this, about what we can do with wisdom and something further. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Jennifer Williams, host of LUXE Life, and we had a great time, great interview.